game. Okay, now let's see who pops in the vibe. My eyes jumping all over the place. I'm minimize this. So I can share my screen too. But let me cancel. How do I share my post screen? If I share my screen, I think it'll show what I'm doing and stuff like that. But let me just maybe check it out. Try this.
Over-aggressive Anthony Edwards is not good for the Timberwolves.
And what that means is a usage rate is any possession that ends on a shot or a turnover or an assist. Edwards right there, talented offensive player this year, although he has struggled of late. Another pocket picked, done with a 3-on-1 power play. Back to Leonard for the rush. What a start for the Clippers. DiVincenzo loses the handle. That's 5 turnovers in 6 possessions. Leonard, look out below.
Coming out determined, aggressive, motivated, and as a result, 5 early turnovers results in 12 points and some easy highlight plays by the Clippers.
Edwards has yet to really touch the ball, scored the first bucket for the Timberwolves, and now scores the...
I'm not quite sure Julius Randle knew what that was either.
Mathurin. What a pass, what a finish, what a start. Advantage of it right now.
Well, the ability to drive, have the defense, and then put 2 to 3 eyes on you allows that slot cut by.
Kawhi, the pull-up 3. He rips the courts. 9 for Leonard here in the first quarter.
His numbers speak well of how potent he is when he's on the court.
Kawhi's played every minute so far in this first quarter. Floats it up, and then he's got 11.
Let's be aggressive. Okay, Gobert. You're good standing still, but when you have to shuffle those...
Great position inside by Jones. Gobert still on the floor for Minnesota. Kawhi says, I'll just fire up another 3. My goodness.
That prevented Miller from really elevating to test that shot.
Leonard from the line to the lane, to the rim and in. 16 first quarter points for Kawhi Leonard.
A shot that Kawhi is shooting more than once again able to get Rudy Gobert.
They've lost the season series to Phoenix. They've lost it to Denver. They've got some issues in the backcourt of the conference. Kawhi Leonard trying to give them some more issues and does. 18 for Leonard in the first quarter.
I tell you, the offense, because of the movement, no one's pounding the ball. It's forcing Minnesota out of spots, giving clear lanes to the Clippers. And speaking of which, I mean,
Kyle Anderson, who played now for his 3rd team this year, is out there for Minnesota. Edwards, the 3, drills it. Edwards picked up by Jones, 8 to shoot. He struggled last night against the Lakers. I don't think he is going to struggle tonight. The 3 is good.
On the perimeter. And all this is all about reading the defense, create the space, a little hesitation, able to catch.
It's 60-57.
McDaniels and Reed have really benefit. That's the second time. Well, here it is. You identify where Rudy is at. You see him stand up a bit, bump him. Other side of the rim. Now you use the rim as a protecting shield. I tell you what, it's almost nothing better.
I think we need an ISO cam on Jeff Van Gundy. Edwards counted a foul. Kawhi in the mid-range. He's a master. 28 first-half points for Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, class is in session. Edwards the other way, counted on a foul. Alone on the wing is Lopez. The 3, halfway down. What a back tap by Jones. Kawhi, a deep 3. Yes. Timberwolves.
Well, here it is. You don't get it, but you can get it to your teammates and keep that possession alive. And that time, Kawhi able to walk into that 3-point shot.
DiVincenzo 39% on the year, but just 2 of his last 12 coming into this game. Kawhi creates the space and lets it fly. Oh my goodness!
What he was thinking about, but I'm glad he gave it up and chose not to take the 2. Kawhi.
Oh my goodness! 5 of a kind! 39 for Kawhi! Yes.
Now that was pretty good right there. He tried to give us a half a lean into the camera.
3-point possession for Minnesota. Well, there is a great energy for the Clippers, and in this gym here tonight, Edwards inside, yes. And Anthony Edwards with 30 on 12 shots. Trey Bien!
Arby's new meat and 3 box for just $7.99 is a 4-course meal deal. Unlike other value meals, this box won't leave you.
Okay, so yeah.
Here and now our story once again takes place on Century Boulevard, where the Clippers could be the first team to ever be 15 games under 500 and get over that mark in a single season. While it is a milestone, it's just business as usual for Kawhi. He knows there are bigger things at hand, and it starts tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards leads the way for a team that has expectations of a 3rd straight.
Despite going 6-21, take a look at the starting 5. It's the usual suspects for Minnesota. We're seeing some usual suspects, in particular Darius Garland getting 3rd start. More on Garland. Back up right there. Anthony Edwards, we mentioned it. If you talk about star power, nobody has more of it than he does. And you talk about consistency, nobody has it more than the Timberwolves. In fact, they're the only lineup has played over 600 minutes. Most played lineup in the league. In fact, the next highest.
Well, over-aggressive Anthony Edwards is not good for the Timberwolves.
Is a usage rate as any possession that ends on a shot or a turnover or an assist. Edwards right there is going to move early and often. Done. And Gobert takes him across the lane, which leaves it wide open for Derrick Jones Jr.
Now, Derrick Jones Jr. even action with Dunn and Jones.
Good defense there by the Clippers. Jones added again behind the back to Garland. Get in there. The 3 en route. What a pass by Jones. What a play. Did offensive player this year, although he struggled of late. Another pocket picked. Done with a 3-on-1 power play. Back to Leonard for the punch. What a start for the Clippers. 4 turnovers in 2.5 minutes for Minnesota. Lopez rips the cords. It's 10-2 Clippers. DiVincenzo loses the handle. That's 5 turnovers in 6 possessions. Look out below.
Be in the top 5 in a lot of categories.
He is coaching. He is coaching a lot of professionals. Oh, big finish by McDaniels ends the drought. Just the 2nd shot on goal. Edwards has yet to really touch the ball. Scored the 1st bucket for the Timberwolves and now scores their 3rd. And just like that, the Wolves back into the game. He's always there. Maybe this is the best he's felt all year.
Well, I mean, he just looks like it, man. His activity has just been incredible.
Great play there by McDaniels, playing off with 2 feet. He's got a couple of buckets. It's 14-9.
Think about 10 of the Clippers' 14 points have been off those turnovers. Beautiful play out of bounds. I'm not quite sure Julius Randle knew what that was either.
Mathurin. What a pass, what a finish, what a start.
The beauty of basketball.
Gobert runs over Mathurin and awkwardly lays it. Kawhi, the pull-up 3. He rips the courts. 9 for Leonard here in the 1st quarter. 7 turnovers here in this 1st half, or in this 1st quarter, beg your pardon. Lead by 10 once again. They led 12-2. Mathurin floats it in.
His numbers speak well of how potent he is when he's on the court.
Kawhi's played every minute so far in this 1st quarter. Floats it up, and he's got 11. He is 5 of 6 from the field. And the Clippers, great position inside by Jones. Gobert still on the floor for Minnesota. Kawhi says, I'll just fire up another 3. My goodness, the aimbot is back.
He's got. Now DiVincenzo tries to drive on Miller, creates the contact off the window. Strong drive by Dante DiVincenzo.
And that time he was able to keep Jordan Miller right on that right shoulder. That prevented Miller from really elevating to test that shot.
Leonard from the line to the lane, to the rim and in. 16 first quarter points. They've lost the season series to Phoenix. They've lost it to Denver. They've got some issues in the back part of the conference. Kawhi Leonard trying to give them some more issues and does. 18 for Leonard in the first quarter.
I tell you, because of the movement, no one's pounding the ball. It's forcing Minnesota out of spots, giving clear lanes to the Clippers. And speaking of which, I mean, it's too many people.
Ty Lue said he's got to juggle about when you take these guys out if you're playing well, and Kawhi certainly is doing that, and then Darius Garland.
Unlike other value meals, Arby's new $7.99 meat and free box has 3 sides, not just one. It's more meal for your money. Seriously, it's more meal for your money. Where'd that come from?
Arby's, we have the meats.
Team. Kyle Anderson, who's played now for his 3rd team this year, is out there for Minnesota. Edwards, the 3, drills it. Anthony Edwards is now 4 for 5. He's got 12. Yet the
Anthony Edwards on that possession.
Bones Highland wore a Clipper jersey, knocks it down. You know the X factor will be in play. They are shooting 64%, however, from the field. Miller tries to drive on Anderson, gets to the rim and lays it. And you can see Anderson wasn't going to get his hands involved. Garland is the lone starter out there for the Clippers as Highland goes to work. Down the lane, but out of control, recalibrates and lays it in.
Now, Bones Highland can do that. He has the quickness, the length, and that
advantage. Garland, 8 minutes played so far. Jackson tries to go back to him. Not a great possession there. 3 turnovers on the Clippers, 7 for Minnesota. Reed makes it pay with the 3s. Randall. Highland the catch and shoot 3. He is 3 for 3. Coming off the bench, it's around Highland, greeted by Randall, and turns it over. Randall drives on Jackson. Gets to the rim and in, and just like that, it's a 3-point game. Minnesota
that didn't complement what they brought to the table in the defensive end, but I feel a little bit different about that now with this group.
Randall takes advantage of Garland and Mathurin inside. Randall the other way.
Bully ball.
Gives to Reed, filling the lanes very nicely. He's overseen this situation, saw what was happening, and he was just emphatic that this is a better team. We are better than our record. Boy, has he been right. How about this guy? You knew the X Factor was going to be in play. He's 4 for 4, 10 off the bench, and he brings the Wolves to within 2. Garland retaliates. 8 for Garland, 48-43 Clippers. Edwards picked up by Dunn. Leonard lurking in the background. They find Anderson. The drive and the dish. Reed, the runner. It wiggles in for Naz Reed. He's got 7 off the bench. Edwards picked up by Jones, 8 to shoot. He struggled last night against the Lakers. I don't think he is going to struggle tonight. He's so hyper-competitive. You just knew he'd have a good game tonight. Garland, what a pass to Dunn in the corner for the 3. He retaliates. 56-50 Clippers.
Trust your teammates. That's what it's all about. See them putting in the work every day. When they're open, give them the rock. That time Dunn came through.
Reed, top shot for Naz Reed. Leonard on McDaniels, gets down the lane, ball fake. Miller, the drive-by, the floater. Oh, what a bounce. Before, the last 3 or 4 minutes were a little wonky, but I'm a fan of Bam, and congratulations. Sit here.
Still the Timberwolves, right? So let's go to Anthony Edwards. I want to see his career, right? Let's go to his career. Let's see. All right. NBA career. It says so I'm gonna say NBA. So He's been with them for 5 years, I think. You can ask ChatGPT. Right. So right, that's Anthony Edwards. Right, oh my God. Anthony Edwards played with any other NBA teams. It says no. Anthony Edwards had only played for one team so far, and Minnesota was selected first overall. Since he played in entire career, Minnesota has not been selected on the team. Okay, that's cool. It says if you want to talk on say the players play on the Timberwolves or whether he might control in the future for the NBA, they call it the Georgia Bulldogs basketball team. Okay, cool. Go back to the game. He's only played with them.
82 is 83, bro.
McDaniels controls, so do the Clippers, however. Out in front by 6. He cuts that lead in half. He has struggled from above the arc. Edwards turns the corner. Intercepted by Jones. McDaniels is waiting. Jones elevates and lays it home. What a drive by Jones. 67%. 4 to shoot. Miller saves it to Dunn. Ahead to Jones. What a play! Clippers lead 68-57.
I tell you what, almost nothing better.
I think we need an ISO cam on Jeff Van Gundy. Edwards counted a foul. Yep. Clippers lead by 10, 1:15 to play here in the half. Randall. Clippers do not have a foul to give. Randall creates the contact, gets the shot to fall. Kawhi in the mid-range. He's a master. 28 first-half points for Kawhi Leonard.
He's a master.
Edwards the other way, counted on a foul. 3 seconds between the two timers. Jones inside, swooping in and laying it in. Derrick Jones Jr. with 12. Plenty of time remains. Wins this game, 74-65. I mentioned it earlier. We'll talk about it maybe later. If the Clippers win this, first team ever in NBA history to get back from trailing 15 games under 500 to go above that mark. Alone on the wing is Lopez. The 3, halfway down. What a back tap by Jones.
Yeah.
Kawhi, a deep 3.
Positionally on the court, unfortunately picked up that foul, like you said, near the end of the shot clock.
Lopez comes over and helps. That leads.
Arby's new meat and 3 box for just $7.99 is a 4-course meal deal. Unlike other value meals, this box won't leave you hungry. Whoa, can you believe all this food fits in one box?
Arby's, we have the meats.
Gobert all alone. 15 minutes in that first half. 8 points for him. Gets into the paint. Little floater over the outstretched fingers of Rudy Gobert. Falls 10 for gone.
So